Well, the next subject that I will be discussing today will be, why do black people vote Democrat? And we're going to get to this topic and we're going to talk about it. The number one reason why black people vote Democrat, it's traditional. Everybody in your family voted Democrat. Your mom, your grandma, your next door neighbor, even most of the white people you know, pretty much, that you have ever known, in your whole entire life, we're all pretty much Democrat. You probably count, But I honestly did not ever know a black conservative until I became a black conservative. But I never knew one in real life, and I never even knew one that ever existed. And, so that's the first thing. It's traditional. The second reason why black people are more likely to be liberal. Free stuff. They give out free stuff, and that's pretty much what it's about. Free stuff. They're going to give us free healthcare. They're going to give us free this, free that, They said they're going to give us free college. They said they're going to give us, a universal healthcare system, a universal wage. They're going to raise minimum wages. So that's the second reason. The third reason is they pretend, they have this emotional attachment to the Democrat Party, because the Democrats can appeal to black people on an emotional level. Although there's no facts that back up that the Liberal Party, Democrat Progressive Party, was pro-majority civil rights. There's nothing to back that up. But that's one of the reasons why they vote for, that goes into the emotional thing, the civil rights thing, or whatever. That it's very, that it's not really real like that. I mean, you had 30% of Democrats support civil rights. 90%, 80 to 90% were Republican. So that, argument is that. But they can sort of relate to black people. They can sort of relate to black folks on that level. So when it all comes down to it, the whole situation, that's kind of where it is there. They can appeal to them emotionally. It's traditional. They promise them free stuff. They do a lot of things of that nature. So that's why black people vote Democrat. Black people also, not black people, the Democrat Party will also toe this big line of diversity. Toe this big line of supporting Black Lives Matter. Toting all this stuff. While, on the other hand, the Democrat Party never tells the black community that, hey, you can do anything you want to do. You can do anything you put your mind to. You're capable of everything. The Democrat Party seems to kind of look down on the black community in a way of, when it comes down to being capable. They feel like black people need Democrats in order to be successful. We need them in order to overcome everything. We can't do it on our own, so we vote Democrat. And that's another reason why we vote Democrat, because we feel like we need them in order to be successful. So that's kind of the reasons why a black person will vote Democrat. And then Democrats, like I said before, when it gets down to the level of a woman, they sort of pretend to be on women's side. While they, and pretend to be on the black race side. While they fight for illegal immigrants who will come to this country, take the jobs off of the backs of black America. Fighting for illegals that will drive down the wages. Fighting for illegal people that will work 10 times harder than the average American worker. Get there on time. It's no good. Take over the black neighborhoods and everything. People should be, all Trump is saying is just come to this country legally. That's all Trump is saying. That's it. That's all he's saying. Hey, come to this country legally. They act like they can't follow the rules. But the black community will take sides with illegal people. And those illegal people will wind up You know, they said, well, they're going to get rid of white people. They're going to get rid of black folks too. I mean, you know, and then once all the, I'm just going to play this hypothetical game with the black liberal. Once the white people are gone, then we're going to be, you know, like, not even we, because I'm a person that's about unity and stuff like that. But the black liberal is going to pretty much have to, you know, go through the same stuff with the you know, then illegal people, which, you know, majority would be, you know, Hispanic or whatever. But they would be running the country. It, you know, sadly, probably wouldn't, you know, be black people. I think that black folks are capable. I believe it. But most black people don't. Because they say, well, white supremacy, this, that, and the other, racism, I'm oppressed, the man is out to get me. I can't get no one because I'm black. And all this other stuff. That's majority of how black America see themselves. I don't see myself like that. I see myself as a young black man who I bought me some property. I believe in ownership. I believe in God. I believe in family. I'm preparing for my retirement. I'm collecting gold. I got my own little publishing business. I write children's books. I'm writing out plans to become successful. So we're two totally different people when it comes down to the, you know, that argument. But I don't want to go into another, you know, I don't want to move too far on a different subject. But that's pretty much why black people vote Democrat. And plus the lies, which that'd be like number 4 or 5 or 6 or something. The lies that black America was told about the Democrat Party. Black people don't understand, you know, they bring up, you know, the history of racism, but then they don't bring up the history of racism. I'm going to tell you something about it. When it comes down to the history of this country, Democrats wanted to keep the slaves in slavery. The South was the Democrat Party, and the North were the Republicans. And they went to war, and, you know, the South was trying to succeed. But we look at history, and history tells us California was trying to succeed from the U.S. I said history, it kind of, you know, that was like a flashback where California showed their true colors, you know, being more related to the South, you know, during the days of slavery. We look at civil rights, Republican Party pretty much dominated the voting for those bills, but they seem to never get any credit for those bills. You know, so the thing about it, that's pretty much why black people vote Democrat. Traditional, it's all, you know, they're politically uneducated, it's in the schools, you know, and that's kind of what they have been taught their whole life, to vote for one political party. But that's pretty much why black people vote Democrat. You know, and the stuff with the issues, oh, why, you know, these white liberals, oh, that's right, they are racist towards you. Black liberal, okay, that's right, you can't get anywhere. You know, that's the white liberal. Black liberal, you're right. White liberal, they're, you know, white supremacy is on an uprise. Black liberal, okay. It's like they're just playing these mind games with the black community, and that's what's kept the black community down. Because when black America was fairly conservative, black America did well. Have you ever heard the documentary, that was, the Greenwood thing in, Oklahoma in the early 1920s, where there was a black Wall Street? Black America was fairly conservative, and we did fairly well. Fairly well. I knew America was unacceptable back in those days, dealing with all that racism, but black America did fairly better than black America of today. They did better economically. Now, when it came down to race relations, not probably so much, but economically, we did good. Family-wise, we did good. The only thing we was really needing was this racial divide to be put aside and to be united. And we would have been on our way, you know, things would have been going right. But that's why black people vote Democrat. Emotional stuff. They're politically uneducated. You know, They believe in free stuff. They want to depend on other people. You know, they feel like they're incapable, so they have to vote Democrat, or otherwise, you know, black people, that's just how they are. Well, you know, black Democrats. And not all of them. Like, some black Democrats are like conservatives when it comes to, like, they're like black conservatives when it comes to the issue of working and trying to get what you want. You know, small business, trying to be successful and stuff like that. But majority of the left, you know, of black people are not like that. Which, you know, is kind of unfortunate. I mean, when we talk about Jim Crow was championed by Democrats. Look it up. Democrat President Woodrow Wilson championed Jim Crow. The government was desegregated until he became president in 1913, and he resegregated everything. Look up your history. Know your history. You know, I think that's the problem with the black liberal, is the black liberal kind of refuses to accept history for what history was. The only part of history that they will accept is the fact that white people were racist, and that's the reason why they can't get anywhere these days. And they're oppressed and everything, and it's because of that. But that's pretty much all you can, you know. And there might be other reasons why black people vote Democrat, but them the main reasons, because, you know, emotional stuff, they politically uneducated. You know, I didn't say uneducated, I said politically uneducated. Don't take words out of my mouth and say, you said black folks are uneducated. No, I said they're politically uneducated. I mean, they're voting 90% for one party, and they ain't done nothing for them within the 60 years they've been voting for them folks. So that's kind of where I stand on that issue. Alright, you can share, subscribe. Probably won't even watch this video anyway, but thank you.